Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome back to another LEGO Marvel Superheroes review. So today I'm bringing you one of the sets from the second Guardians of the Galaxy film, that being set number 76081, the Milano versus the Abilisk. This set includes 460 pieces, originally retailing for $49.99 when it released on March 1st of 2017. Now I believe I got this set on release. The other two sets in the wave I got on clearance because back then you were able to get LEGO sets on clearance, one of which even still has the clearance price tag on it. But anyways, I do hope to do reviews on the other two sets as well. I just wanted to focus on this one at the time being because I've been sick lately. Sorry about the lack of uploads, but things should be moving ahead as we move into June. Enough about me, on to the box art. We have that classic box art style from the time period where you get a little bit of comics at the top along with the live action representations of the characters, logo on the bottom corner, minifigures, and this space background here as this scene does occur in space. This is from the opening of the second Guardians of the Galaxy film, of course taking some liberties here and there. Spinning around to the back of the box, we get another angle of our ship, and also just tons of little features shown from the back as well, comic book included, though unfortunately I don't have that to show. Moving right along to the instructions, this set included 2 instruction manuals as well as 4 numbered bags and a sticker sheet. Both of these mimic the front of the box. I do miss the days when LEGO did that. Back of this first one includes the Wind Pirate, and just a transition to the next one. Back of the second instruction manual features a quick LEGO Life advertisement, a nice big picture of all of the sets included in this wave, which I do own and will be reviewing. We have our piece count for a few pages, leading on to the final overall model for the Milano. To start off our minifigure selection, we have Peter Quill, or Star-Lord, who also includes a really nice helmet to go along with his hairpiece. Facial expression is the same one that was introduced back in 2014 for his character. You can see that we have that sort of chest plate which goes along with the jetpack under the neck accessory, which was a creation by Rocket Raccoon. You also get back printing, so if you're not a fan of that jetpack, we have one that's nicely printed on the back of the torso. I do appreciate LEGO including that, even though it is kind of redundant. We get 2 accessories, those being those classic style guns for Star-Lord introduced for his character. And as I said, the facial expression is the same one from 2014 with the smirk from the front and then an angry look from the back. They definitely have improved and made a better facial expression for Chris Pratt in general, which they use between both the Guardians of the Galaxy and Jurassic World. You know, I did just forget to talk about the helmet, which is dual molded and with a brand new print for this particular set. You can see the hair from the very top and the print from the front, and we'll just spin them right around just so then you can see how that looks. Next up, we have Star-Lord's love interest, at least for this film, Gamora, who is brand new and exclusive to this set. The head and hairpiece were brand new for the time period, but would later continue down into the Infinity War sets. And we also get a torso print, which may actually look familiar. Same thing goes for the legs. I just noticed that the torsos are exactly the same, it's just the flesh tone is different, obviously, for these two characters. Get the back printing as well for this torso piece. And that alternate facial expression with an angry look for Gamora to go along with that nice smirk. Of course, you'll see her a lot more angry within the new Guardians Volume 3, so I think that facial expression works. Definitely a highlight to this figure. Honestly, kind of annoyed that we didn't get her within any of the new sets for this year, making this figure so much more desirable, just like the next figure that we're going to look at. For our next minifigure, we have Drax, who... oh wait, you can't see him. Let me fix that. There we go, Drax, which is probably my favorite figure of this set just because we get some really nice detailed arm printing. Just the printing on this figure is fantastic. We get brand new prints for the legs, the torso, the arms, and the headpiece there. You'll also see that jetpack accessory like we saw for Peter, and yeah, he doesn't actually wear this until the very end of the film, so it is kind of confusing that it's there, and just because...
Drax, why aren't you wearing one of Rocket's aero rigs?
It hurts.
Hurts.
I have sensitive nipples.
But anyways, love the printing, fantastic. You get 2 knives for the accessory. Definitely blows away what we have currently on the market for Drax. And to finish off our standard sized minifigures, we have Nebula. We get brand new prints for the torso and the headpiece, which you'll see continue to the very back. And you can also just see some of the rips and tears within her body, which I do appreciate LEGO including. Silver arm for that one, robotic style arm for her character. No leg printing, which honestly I could care less about. Pretty much every other character in this wave of sets includes leg printing, and it's just amazing. You also get the handcuffs for the accessory because she's going to be locked up in the Milano, as you see within the film. And probably one of the cutest and most adorable inclusions to these new Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 sets are going to be Baby Groot, who includes a brand new mold. You get an anti-stud so you can stand him on studs, as you see there. We also get those bar connections so he can actually hold on to clip piece accessories. This actually representing an Analax battery, which we happen to get 2 of. Unfortunately, Rocket isn't here to actually steal them, so Groot will be replacing him, at least for this case. But looking at the printing on this little guy, it is brand new and exclusive and different compared to the Groot that we get within a cheaper set, so I do really like that LEGO went all out by including 2 different versions of Groot between this wave of sets. Bringing us back to those accessories, we get 2 Analex batteries, which are represented with the clip piece and the translucent yellow. I guess that's fine. It's not as accurate as I would have liked it to be. I definitely think there is a better way to represent them, but I guess LEGO tried. And the other small build that's included alongside Groot, which he can hold on to, is supposed to represent the boombox that's playing the music in the beginning of the film. I mean, I don't think it's accurate. It's kind of weird. If I didn't read what it said on LEGO Shop at Home, I wouldn't know what this is. With all of our minifigures out of the way, it's time to take a look at the 2 builds, starting with the Abilisk, which probably could have been done better. Of course, it's not size accurate to how you see it in the film, but LEGO tried their best. I'm pretty certain the eye prints that they use on this guy we have seen before, or they may come on other builds in the future, so this might have been the first set to include them, I'm not exactly sure. They get some sticker details just for, I guess, the skin of the creature. You can see how you can open and close the mouth using the clip piece connections. They get those pointy teeth from the very front of it. The creature is kind of built into this platform. More stickers around there, on these tile pieces, on these wall elements there. And you can also just see the gear system, which there isn't really like anything to this gear system. You're just, you move the whole body just by moving the giant head there. And you can flail around those tentacles, which include some brand new recolors, I believe, for the time period as well. And you can just see, you can flail him around. Another thing I just have to say about this is it's great that we got it at all, considering these will also appear within the 3rd Guardians of the Galaxy film. I do appreciate that LEGO took their time just to create these, considering they don't have a lot of screen time. Flying into action, we have the 2nd version of the Milano, the one that was fixed up after the 1st Guardians of the Galaxy film. As a whole, love it. Just the color scheme for this vehicle is just something that I really love. It pops just so much. It's beautiful. You get a lot of stickers from the front of this, which is something that people may not like. You get the name Milano from the side. One thing that I do like, however, is this is printed. Really nice that they were able to do that for the cockpit there. Of course, LEGO wouldn't feel right about themselves if they didn't include stud guns. So if you don't know how those work, you just press down, and it shoots it off into the distance, never to be found again. You get 2 extras if you misplace them. While we're on the topic of projectiles, we also happen to get some bombs that you can drop from the bottom of the vehicle. You can see them located down here. And how we drop those off is just by pressing down on this Technic axle here. and they fall down to the ground, exploding whatever you may desire. And in order to place those right back, you can just place them on those anti-studs there, pushing back up that Technic axle, just an easy connection with the jumper plate. Towards the back of the vehicle, you can see some of the different wing connections using these Mixel ball joints. These are adjustable just to get the angle. I do really like how they can all sort of face in that direction, facing backwards there. Get some more stickers from the back as well. Just lots of different building techniques to create the angles from the very back of the vehicle. One thing some people may not like is the amount of studs showing. Maybe there should have been some more tiling off, but I think it's fine. And again, just a lot of the curves that they were able to capture, just the clip piece connections here, and just like the front of the vehicle. I think it turned out rather well. Before we finish off with the cockpit of the vehicle, I did want to take a look at the bottom just to show the foundation of the build, just the Technic connections in order to connect these side parts of the wings, and again the clip piece connections here, and those ball joint connections, and those different type of clip piece connections, and what would be considered landing gear, even though it's just an extra support, just so then it doesn't go falling backwards like that. Just an extra support from the bottom in order to make sure that it stands flat. Again, I just really wish that there was a stand or something, just so then you can display it like at an angle or something. I think that's the best way to display this thing. Opening up the cockpit of the vehicle, you lift it up with the clip piece connection. From the very back, you can see Peter's Awesome Mix Volume 2. Really like that they included that reference. And we have spots to sit all of our minifigures, some more just sticker details there as well. Surprisingly, everyone fits within the cockpit. Of course, if you want to place any of the other members of the Guardians of the Galaxy, they are not going to fit. Though in reality, it does show that there are jumper plates here. I would think that you should be able to sit two characters sitting across from each other and then one person there. Just because you have that great piece, it does indicate that it's supposed to be somewhere where you can sit a minifigure. And then of course you're going to want to have your pilot sitting right there, though it's just kind of weird how you can fit someone in that spot. I guess it kind of works, you just got to make sure that their character's hands are below down there, just so then they don't interfere with this front bit. Though in theory you should be able to fit all 4 of the minifigures that come in this set within the cockpit. Whether or not you can get it closed after all that, that's on you. So overall, for $50, I think this was a really great steal for the time period. All of the minifigures are exclusive and have remained exclusive, except for maybe a few parts on them here and there may have appeared in sets later down the line, though especially Drax with the arm printing is such a fantastic figure, and I'm really happy to own him within my collection. I think it's really cool the way that they made the Abilisk, especially how you can just move around and flail around those tentacles. It's also really cool to get one, considering they also appear within the 3rd Guardians of the Galaxy film. Speaking about the Milano, not having owned the one that came out back in 2014, I'm not sure exactly which one is better. One thing I would really love to see LEGO do in the future is maybe make a UCS scale version of that set, just because I feel there's just so much potential just to create the interior kind of similar to how we have the UCS Razor Crest. I feel like that would be a set that would sell very well and would be a set that I would pick up day one just as a fan of Guardians of the Galaxy. As far as the references go, I really love how they include the Awesome Mix in the back, and the color scheme really pops. Really, the only thing missing now is just to give it a stand, which hopefully they will end up remaking sets for the first 2 Guardians of the Galaxy films sometime in future, as we see more sets for the Infinity Saga line. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so every time I upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!